Good morning, children. Have a nice day. Standard 9th Stream Unit 5 Classical World. Today discuss the topic and Empire building in East Asia. In particular, you learn about China. Fall of Qing Dynasty. Wang Cheng, popularly known as the Shi Huang type, that meaning first emperor, entered the age of the warring the states in China. He crushed all local rulers and established a strong central government. However, uprisings of the peasantry, unlike in other cultures, occurred again and again in China. Such uprising led to the collapse of Qing dynasty. It's a major important one. The trade route from China to Asia Minor and India. So known as the Silk Route or the Silk Route that linked China with the West. Goods and ideas between the two great civilizations of Roman and China were exchanged through this route. The silk went westward and wools, gold and silver went east. China received Buddhism from India via the Silk Road. So next to discuss the topic Han Dynasty and expansion of the Chinese territories. Han Dynasty. Han Dynasty 206 BC BCE AD CE 220. The founder the Liu Pang flourished for 400 years. The capital was Chang'an. The most popular powerful ruler the Wu Ti. His general succeeded in driving away the Huns in the north. Thus, Han Empire once again opened the Silk Road for trade. A large export trade, mainly in silk, reached as far as the Roman Empire. In the north, the artisans and headers of revival, barbarian dynasties brought in the new techniques like the methods of the harnessing horses, uses of saddle and the strip, techniques of building bridges and maintain roads, and mountain roads and seafarings. Such innovations made Han Empire prosperous. At the beginning of the Christian era, the Han Empire reveled that the Roman in the size and the wealth. Buddhism came to China from India during the region of Han Dynasty. With Buddhism came the influence of Indian art to the China, and from China this spread to Korea, and from that to Japan. Some of the Buddhist art of the time saw the impact of the Hellenistic states. Han emperors found it extremely difficult to control the big landowners. So, after some decades of consolidation, China saw the emergence of several rival kingdoms marked by civil war in North China. People abandoned their homes and the farms and fled from there to the Anji region and beyond. The period after the Han rule witnessed the political instability across the country. Next, discuss the topic Rise of Christianity. After a brief period of glory in the days of David and Solomon, the Jewish people had a great fall and experienced extreme hardship. The while spreading out all over the Roman Empire and elsewhere. They hoped that the Messiah would arrive to restore the pristine glory. Initially, they laid much hopes on Jesus. Jesus was against rich and the hypocrites and condemned certain observances and ceremonials. This was not to be liking of the priest who turned against Jesus and handed it over to the Roman governor, the Pontius Pilate. Looked upon a political the rebel by the Roman authorities, Jesus was tried and crucified. After Jesus' crucifixion, the St. Paul started spreading the Christian doctrine. The Paul succeeded in this effort and Christianity gradually spread. Romans were prepared to tolerate Christianity, but refusal of Christians to pay respect to the emperor image was viewed as a political treason. It led to the persecutions of Christians. This property was confiscated and they were thrown to the lions. Yet the Roman Empire did not succeed in suppressing Christianity. The one of the Roman Empire, the Constantine himself became a Christian. The Christianity thus became the official religion of the empire. Next, discuss the topic Byzantium. Byzantine emperors who ruled from the city of Constantinople for about 1000 years. They called themselves Romans, but their languages was Greek. The splendor of the Constantinople with its luxurious royal palaces, its libraries, its secular family, the scholars familiar with writings of the Greeks and Romans and is fascinating. St. Sophia Cathedral or the legacies they have left behind. However, in the terms of development of science and technology, there was no progress during this period. The enemies of the emperor's provinces were in the hands of large local landowners. The small peasants always lived on the edge of poverty. The fundamental weakness of Byzantium civilization should exposed when the participants of the Fourth Crusade they pillaged it and ruled it. The Tatarings Empire finally till the Ottoman tax 1453. St. Sophia Cathedral. St. Sophia Cathedral was built in the mid-6th century AD CE. The most magnificent building in Europe at the time was known as for innovative architectural techniques. That's very important one. This cathedral was turned into the mosque by the Ottoman Turks when they captured the Constantinople. India during the classical period. The Kushan period corresponded with the last days of the Roman Republic when the Julius Caesar was alive. The Kushan Empire is said to have sent an embassy to Augustus Caesar who succeeded Julius. The corresponding period 4th and 5th AD CE in the South India characterized as Kalabara period. Teakwood, pepper, pearls, ivory, the brocades and precious stones and like were exported from Malabar coast to Babylonia, Egypt, Greece and Rome. Trade with Rome the further flourished. 18 major works of Sangam age-wise, 8 anthologies, 8 Toge and the 10 Eddas, Pattupattu compiled during the first 3 centuries of Common Era were composed during this period. Sangam literature, they hail as the first secular literature of India. Thank you.